This is John Boquette with the Newtown Bee. We are here for the next segment of our COVID-19 clips, our video outreach messages featuring Newtown Health District Director Donna Culbert and First Selectman Dan Rosenthal. So Dan, here we are coming into a major high holy weekend and holy day celebrations. And it must be odd to, even in your own case, trying to find a way to come together with family without coming together in person.
Yeah, thanks, John. And I want to wish everyone a happy Passover and happy Easter. And it is one of those rare times where both holidays kind of align themselves. And in most years, it's a time for getting together with extended family and really enjoying one another in the holiday. Unfortunately, this year is a bit different, and we really need to continue with, again, trying to stay in touch from afar, but this really isn't the time to be getting together for large family gatherings. And I'll just share one story of a friend, locally, that attended a family gathering, and unfortunately several people at that gathering, if they weren't family, they were closely related, friends and the like, wound up with a very serious case of coronavirus. So it is something that we shouldn't let our guard down and think because someone's a relative that somehow they can't give us coronavirus. That's probably a very strong source of the spread thus far, is family to family, and we need to make sure that we stay vigilant. At the same time, find a way to enjoy the holiday with family. So whether it be over the phone, FaceTime, thankfully there's all kinds of technologies that now bring us a little bit closer than perhaps if this was hitting us years ago. So we can find a way to, again, share the holiday with loved ones without actually doing it in person.
Donna Culbert, this is also a time when a lot of people in the food service business are usually cranking up and hosting a lot of in-facility folks for meals, restaurants and such, or maybe want to prepare some meals for a neighbor or someone that they know that's hungry or could use some home-cooked food. What could you tell us about our Newtown food service businesses?
Well, we've been working really hard, all the staff in particular, Suzette, with our food service establishments and our grocery stores here in town. They've had to make a shift in how they operate, and they really stepped up and are doing a great job. So they're really helping to serve our community and under difficult circumstances. And we've also seen neighbors that are helping each other, whether it's errands, whether it's meals, just helping each other out. And we've offered guidance on how to help people do that safely. And I know that we just recently, worked with the Bee on helping to get that information out to folks. But I feel very confident about our safety level here in the community and being able to help each other. And like I said, I have to really give an enormous amount of credit to our food service folks because they've had to make some serious shifts and changes, and they're doing a great job in helping the community.
Very good. Dan, on the heels of this kind of dual high holy day weekend, we're also coming into spring break, and I know that you had already mentioned in the Bee some concerns, and I know you'd like to reiterate that in this video message.
Yeah, thank you, John. I know it's hard. This has now been 4 weeks of having most things closed. Parents have been home with their children trying to work through school, and it's definitely trying times, no question. My concern is we're starting to see maybe some bright spots coming out of Manhattan, New York City, in terms of their management of coronavirus. It's not the time to let our guard down. So we really need to refrain from sleepovers and any kind of gatherings and stay vigilant on this. I like to think that I do believe there are some metrics showing that we are bending the curve. It would be hard for me to assess how close to the end we are, but one thing I'm certain of is we don't need a new beginning. So we can't let our guard down and then start to have the rate of infection go up again, because again, that's just going to prolong how long we all have to stay isolated. So our parks are closed, other than Fairfield Hills and some of our open spaces, so people can get out for a walk. The Treadwell, Dickinson, the skate park. Those things are closed, and the police are going to be issuing infractions for folks illegally parked outside of those locations. So the police have tried to be friendly and to disperse folks. Unfortunately, we're finding people coming back. So they are going to be in infraction mode as we move into spring break week.
Thank you. This will also mark the first week since 1877 that the Newtown Bee hasn't delivered a print edition. However, we are still continuing to bring information like this video series to the community, as well as daily local and statewide and national news updates as needed, literally 7 days a week at newtownbee.com. This is the next in our series of COVID-19 clips, our video outreach messages with First Selectman Dan Rosenthal and Health District Director Donna Culbert. Happy holidays to you folks and to everyone out there in Newtown and watching the video, and we will see you for the next clip in a few days.
Thank you, John. Happy
Thank you.
holidays.